This is question number 7 of cash flow statement. So read the example carefully, and then after, according to then, we prepare the solution of it. From the following balance sheet of X Limited as on 31st December 2007 and 31st December 2008, prepare cash flow statement. Share capital is given, general reserve is given, profit and loss account, bank loan, creditors, provision for taxation, land and building, machinery, stock, and debtors. These are the available balances, and some additional information is there. During the year 31st December 2008, dividend of rupees 84,000 was paid. Assets of another company were purchased for consideration of rupees 1 lakh, payable by the issue of shares, and these assets includes land and building and stock of rupees 50,000. Depreciation written off on machinery 24,000 and land and building 45,000. Income tax paid during the year was 70,000, and addition to the building is 75,000. These are the points. Very small example, we can say 5 points are there. First of all, we need to prepare as usual, you know, that adjusted profit and loss account. So adjusted profit and loss account is ready. So credit side, what we need to write down? By balance brought down. What is opening balance? Tell me. Give me the answer. 64,000. Then on debit side, to balance carried forward, and that amount is 78,000. It is correct. Okay. Yes, this is the first step, you know that. And then after, according to the requirement, we prepare the necessary accounts. So next is, during the year, dividend of rupees 84,000 was paid, and there is no any information, no any balance of dividend account is given in the books, in the balance sheet. What it indicates, it means that dividend declared and paid during the year. That's why we need not to prepare the accounts. Directly we write here debit side to dividend account. Amount is 84,000, and the next entry will be shown in the financial activities in cash flow statement. Correct? Okay. Dividend declared and paid. We need not to waste our time to prepare the dividend account because balances are not given. Okay. Agree? Now second, asset of another company were purchased for consideration of rupees 1 lakh, payable by issue of shares. The asset includes land and building and stock of rupees 50,000 and 50,000 respectively. So here we require to prepare land and building account and share capital account. So let's prepare one more account, that is land and building account. Okay. So here we prepare land and building account. Okay. And one more account, that is share capital account. Share capital account. Okay. So these are the accounts. Now put the balances in the accounts. Here credit side, sorry, land and building. So debit side to balance brought down. What is opening balance of land and building? 4 lakh. And credit balance is by balance carry forward. What the amount?
4,80,000.
4,80,000. Okay. Now share capital account credit side by balance brought down, and that
4
amount is
4 lakh.
4 lakh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And debit side to balance carried forward, and that amount is
5 lakh.
5 lakh. 5. So here is the count. And now he said that okay, asset of another company purchase for consideration of rupees 1 lakh, 50,000 of land and building and 50,000 of stock. So your two journal entries are there. Land account debit, land and building account debit, stock account debit to vendor account, and vendor account debit to share capital account. Correct? So land and building account debit to vendor account, land and building of 50,000 purchase, and one entry in stock account. We have not preparing the stock account here, but while we put the entries of stock in the working capital adjustment, at that time we will consider that 50,000, but right now only 50,000 here. And credit side here by vendor account, and you issue them equity share of rupees 1 lakh for purchasing land and building of 50,000 and stock of 50,000. Right? So this is the position. Now what happened? You can see your equity share capital account is close. Here total is 5 lakh, and here also total is 5 lakh. Share capital account is close. Agree? Okay. Next account is land and building account. Is there any other point of land and building? Depreciation written off on machinery 24,000 and land and building 45,000. So if depreciation is there, it will shown on credit side by depreciation account. What the amount of depreciation here? 45,000 on land and building. Depreciation written off machinery 24,000, land and building 45,000. So if you put the 45,000 here, now what happened? It is close, or is the difference on any side? બંધ થઈ જાય છે કે તફાવત આવે છે? What happened? Here this side is 4,50,000 total, and this side is 480 plus 45. What the amount? This side total is more.
સર
Yes.
5 નંબરનું જે એડજસ્ટમેન્ટ છે એ રહ્યું આમાં ના આવે.
Yes. So લખ્યું છે addition to the building were 75,000. That means you have purchased the new building of 75,000. So what is the journal entry? Building account, yeah, land and building account debited to bank account. So here we also write to bank account. You are absolutely right. Very good. And that amount is 75,000. What happened now? This side total is 5,25,000, and this side total is also 5,25,000. So the account is closed. Getting now? Or if you are not putting this 75,000 on the debit side, then automatically it is the missing figure. So the account is closed. Then any doubt? It is over. And depreciation also shown here on the debit side of profit and loss account to depreciation on land and building. Amount 45,000. Okay. Next point. Depreciation on machinery 24,000. So we need to prepare one more account, that is machinery account. So here we prepare machinery account. machinery accounts. So machinery account debit side, what is the balance? To balance brought down, tell me what the amount?
3,60,000.
3,60,000, correct? 360. And on credit side, the balance is buy balance carried forward is
2,60,000.
2,60,000. Okay, 2,60,000. Now the point is depreciation. So credit side we write here buy depreciation. So what the amount of depreciation here?
24,000.
24,000. So we write the 24,000 here. Okay. Any other point is remaining now relating to this machinery? Any point is there? So what we need to do? Close it. So if you close, then which side total is more? Debit side is 360 and credit side is 260, right? So that will be considered as, if the difference is on the credit side, that will be considered as here 360 and here 360. Then what is the difference? Missing figure is
76.
76,000, and that 76,000 will be considered as sale of machinery. So here buy bank, right? Without any profit, you have been sold at their book value. Okay, so this is the sale of machinery we determine. Clear? Bank account. Chali. So here your machinery account is closed. Next account is, which next account he asked? Income tax paid during the year 70,000 and year provision for taxation is given 60 and 80. So let's prepare one more account, that is provision for taxation account. Provision for taxation account. What is opening balance of provision for taxation?
60,000.
Buy balance brought down 60,000, and credit side to balance carried forward amount
80,000.
80,000, and the additional information said that income tax paid during the year. So debit side what we need to write? To bank account payment, that is 70,000. Now close it. What happened? Here total is 150, and if you put the same total on credit side, what is difference? Difference is 90,000, correct? And this 90,000 will be considered as provision, and this provision is transferred where? By P and L account, correct? And profit and loss account debit side, the another entry. The profit and loss account debit side to, what we write here? To
Provision for tax.
provision for tax account. The amount is 90,000. Correct? Chaliye. Then after addition to building is already completed. There is no any points is remaining. So after completion of this additional information, let's take a look on the balance sheet. A land and building, we prepared the account. Machinery account is also prepared. Stock is current. Debtors is current. Bank will be considered at the end point. Share capital, we have prepared the account. General reserve is increased from 80 to 140. Then there is a 60,000 increase. Which side it will be shown? Debit side of adjusted profit and loss account to general reserve account. The amount 60,000 difference. Okay. Next, profit and loss account we prepare. Bank loan is decreased, so it is shown as redemption in the cash flow statement. Creditor is current and provision for taxation we prepare the account. Okay. No any point remain now. So let's close this account. Account and close kar. So let's close it. What happened? The side total is 357, correct? 357 is correct answer.
Yes, sir.
Now what is difference? Adjusted profit is how much? 2,93,000 by adjusted profit. Am I correct?
हेलो सर
Yes.
सर मशीन का डेप्रिसिएशन बाकी ऐड करना
मशीन का डेप्रिसिएशन बाकी है.
हाँ सर
यस यस
24,000
Yes, sir, आपने लिखा नहीं है.
बिल्कुल ठीक है लिख देते हैं. चलिए लेट्स राइट हियर टू depreciation on machinery. How much amount? Thank you very much. 24,000. Then total is 3,81,000. And if you put the 3,81,000 here, then your answer is 3,17,000. Now it is correct?
यस सर
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
very nice. तो ये आपका हो गया एडजस्टेड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. चलिए तो बेसिक जो फंडामेंटल या फॉर्मेलिटीज जो हमारी थी वो अकाउंट से रिलेटेड वो हमने पूरी कर दी है. अब हम कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट तैयार करेंगे. ठीक है. चलिए तो कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट कैसे बनाते हैं देखिए. एज यू नो क्या टाइटल लिखेंगे? कौन है कंपनी का नाम? एक्स लिमिटेड. एक्स लिमिटेड. Then we write here cash flow statement for the year ended on 31st December 2012. And here we prepare particular column, particulars, then 2 column for amount, this amount in rupees and amount in rupees. Right, थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट कर लेते हैं इसको. चलिए. So this is your headings and all that. ये आपका कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट रेडी हो गया. Okay. चलिए let's put it in the bold. ऐसा बोल्ड कर लेते हैं और लाइंस बना लेते हैं. चलिए ये आपका कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट रेडी. सो ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्या लिखेंगे यहाँ पे? ए कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम cash flow from operating activity. Cash flow from operating activity. And in cash flow from operating activity, first of all, we write here net profit. And net profit means closing balance minus opening balance of profit and loss account. 78,000 minus 64,000. So 78,000 minus 64,000. Now tell me the amount total. Difference is what?
14,000.
14,000.
14,000. Check 14,000. Then you know that add. Okay. So all the entries shown on the debit side will be added here, right? So these are the entries. So I just take it from here and paste here. It's become little bit easy. Okay. We need not write the here accounts. Like dividend on equity, provision, then after depreciation on land and building, depreciation on machine, provision for tax, and transfer to general reserve transfer. Okay. Now total of it, total करिए, total करेंगे इसका 3,17,000 and there is no credit entry and so this is your answer. It is known as क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Operating cash flow before working capital adjustment. Correct? Okay. Now next point is working capital adjustment. Okay. So working capital adjustment, that means changes in current assets and current liability. So let's see. First is stock. The stock 2 lakh is given, but we will consider 2,50,000. Can you tell me why 2,50,000 instead of 2 lakh? Opening balance is given 2 lakh, closing balance is given 2,52,000. Normally, what we are doing? 2,52,000 minus 2 lakh, difference is 52,000. But we here the opening balance is considered as 2,50,000. Why 2,50,000? बता सकते हैं क्यों करेंगे ऐसा? ये 2 लाख की जगह पे 2,50,000 लेना पड़ेगा. Because of this point number 2, the stock of 50,000 purchase of another firm. Correct now? So 250 is opening balance and 252 is closing balance. So what is difference? Increase in stock. 2,000 plus or minus? Minus. So I put into the bracket, then automatically it is in minus. Okay. Now next is debtors. Decrease in debtors. Decrease in debtors. Debtors. So what the amount?
32,000.
32,000 plus or minus?
Plus.
Plus 32,000. Okay. Next. Now bank is not considered here, and this side creditors. So decrease in creditors. Decrease in creditors. So, what is the difference?
40,000 plus.
40,000, 40,000 प्लस है और कुछ
माइनस
इतना
सर,
ही है
माइनस
सिर्फ
आएगा उसमें।
माइनस आएगा
हाँ माइनस
क्योंकि
क्रेडिट सर।
लाइबिलिटीज अगर डिक्रीज होती हैं तो माइनस ही लिखा जाता है, तो इसको हम माइनस कर देंगे। चलिए माइनस हो जाएगा ये। ओके नेक्स्ट, अब क्या करेंगे, इसके साथ इसको मिला लेंगे। ओके जोड़ करेंगे, इसका टोटल करेंगे, 3,07,000 इज फाइनल आंसर। इज दिस देयर?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this is considered as operating cash flow before tax. Operating cash flow before tax. And then after less income tax paid. Income tax paid. So what the amount of income tax here paid? As we have already calculated this side, income tax paid is 70,000. So 70,000 is the income tax. Now what is the final answer? It's 237, correct?
यस सर।
This is known as operating cash flow after tax, correct? Chal. Now what is the next step? B, cash flow from which activity? Investing activity. Cash flow from investing activity. So let's see, cash flow from investing activity one by one. This side if you say, then in land and building there is a bank 75,000 you purchase of land and building. So here we write purchase of land and building amount is minus 75,000. Next, in machinery, yes, this one is 76,000 is sale of machinery. So here we write sale of machinery. This is 76,000 plus 76,000 plus. Okay, anything else? और कुछ है क्या? Land and building or machinery. This only two are investing activities. So what is the final answer? 1,000,
Yes, sir.
correct? Net investing cash flow. Okay, and now the C and the last category, C, it is cash flow from financing activity. चलिए, in cash flow from financing activity, the first is dividend paid. Dividend paid. What the amount of dividend paid? As we mentioned above, 84,000, correct? 84,000. Second is here in this accounts there is no any financing activities, but in the balance sheet there is a bank loan redeemed. So what is difference between 320 and 80? 240, I think. Am I correct?
240.
यस सर।
Bank loan redeemed. 240, that is also minus. 240. Okay, anything else? और कुछ है क्या? इक्विटी शेयर में कुछ नहीं था, जर्नलिज्म में भी नहीं. Okay, so this is your final answer. Now what is final answer here? Minus 3,24,000, correct? Net financing cash flow. Okay, chal. These are the three answers. Now make the total of these three. What is the total? 86,000 minus is correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is called net cash outflow, correct? And then after add opening cash or equivalent. So what is the amount of opening cash or equivalent? Can you tell me?
1,04,000.
1,04,000. If you put the 1,04,000 here, then your answer is closing cash or equivalent. That is 18,000. Let's see, it is correct or not. 18,000 is the correct answer. So here we write closing cash or equivalent. Perfect. So this is your cash flow statement. Correct? Is there any doubt, any confusion? You can ask. Any question you have, you can ask. Do you have any question? So this is your final presentation. It is looking like this. Okay. So thank you very much for joining.